Let's move on to this next story. A major protest in Memphis, Tennessee last night over a police shooting of a young black man. At least 24 officers and deputies were injured. 6 had to be taken to the hospital as demonstrators clashed with police. Patrol cars and a fire station were reportedly vandalized, and 2 journalists were also injured. The chaotic confrontation broke out after US Marshals tried to apprehend a man outside a home. The man, later identified as 20-year-old Brandon Weber, was later shot by police. Here's what officials said about that.
While attempting to stop the individual, he reportedly rammed his vehicle into the officers' vehicles multiple times before exiting with a weapon. The officers fired, striking and killing the individual. No officers were injured.
I have many thoughts about this one.
I would love to hear what you think about it.
I'm confused on this one, and you know I'm really anti-guns and even the police being armed, but maybe I'm being naive, but in this situation I really don't understand what the issue is. This is a man he had a warrant out for his arrest. He rammed into a police officer's car multiple times and then pulled out a weapon. So when I've seen other people being shot before, like there was a woman a few weeks ago that we played that was on the floor and she was shot, I was really upset about that. But in this situation, I don't see what the issue is.
What do you mean you don't see what the issue is?
Go ahead.
I don't get it. What do you mean? Do you have some sort of eyewitness testimony? Do you have cell phone footage of what happened? All you have is what they're saying, and we've seen in the past how police officers or law enforcement can go ahead and hide the truth when it comes to certain things.
But why write it if you don't know the answer either?
Well,
because people are tired, Tori.
Yes.
They're tired of it.
Amen.
They are absolutely. The only way we don't do stories on a white person getting shot and killed.
Listen, people are sick and tired of black men. In this case, it is not an unarmed young black man being killed by police.
Absolutely.
So let's backtrack a little bit here, okay? So I'm not condoning the riots. I'm not condoning them at all. But there's a lot of upset and a lot of frustration. So this young man, Brandon Weber, so they're looking for answers. The community's looking for answers because they hear warrants for his arrest. I looked up those arrests. I went through his criminal history. Most of them are traffic offenses. Yes, there is one about brandishing, not a weapon, I'm sorry, paraphernalia, so drug paraphernalia. Does that warrant you being shot 16 to 20 times? I'm not saying it's okay for him to pull out a rifle by any means, shape, or form. But again, does that warrant being shot 16 to 20 times?
No.
In front of your home, in front of your family. I think what they're also taking issue with is initially when all those reports went out, they branded him as a monster. The pictures that they showed of him were with guns and money. Again, I'm not condoning that. That's not okay. But there were no photos of him holding his newborn baby. There were no photos of him with his cap and gown on and his diploma because he's a high school graduate. There are no photos of him in college because he's also in college right now. So I think where the upset's coming from is this portrayal of him being a gangster or a thug, and I don't even like using that word, but that's what the media is calling him when they forget that he's also a father, a graduate, and a college student. So this is a much more nuanced situation. We got to have duality of thought here. I'm not saying that the police officers are wrong. I'm not saying that he's wrong, but I am saying that we can do better.
I think I agree with Sam completely.
I'm pissed off right now. I really am. Sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing my brothers and sisters gunned down by police. Again, then I'm afraid that the narrative is going to be that I'm anti-police when I have great respect for police. But we've lost conversation in this country. We've lost duality of thought.
It's a fair thing to talk about, and I think nuance is the word of the day, is what Sam says. You don't just show a headline. There's more to this person. There's a life there, and we have to learn that. I think there's more to this story, too, about police feeling they were in danger, too, as you said. And you're not condoning it at all.
And that's a conversation we can have.
Exactly.
But I think everybody needs to have empathy and understand the upset that this community is feeling. They're sick and tired of seeing images blasted on the media. They're sick and tired of not having answers. They're sick and tired. So the more we can have these conversations, the more that we can have duality of thought, the more that we can, I hope, have reform and have just a better system for everybody. Because it's okay for me, but it's not okay for you.
I mean, you've taken the words out of my mouth. Like, I have nothing to say. If I come back with something right now, I'm the angry black guy. So we can go ahead and move on.
There you go. You're right.
And that adds to the nuanced conversation.
Yep. Yeah. I know. So we can do better. That's all we can leave it at right now. But chime in, DBL Nation, because we do want to hear from you as well.
And thank you.
I love you.